Hey G Squad, welcome back to the channel. I hope as you're watching this video it finds you and your loved ones well. So in today's video, of course, as you see by the title, today I'm going to be showing you how I made these nice crispy fried oyster mushrooms. So if you'd like to see how I put this together, then keep watching. Alright G Squad, so I have everything here on the counter. These are our oyster mushrooms right here, and you're going to clean these with using a damp paper towel. You don't want to submerge these in water because they hold the water, and that's going to interfere with the actual frying process. So you just want to, like I said, get a damp paper towel and just wipe them down really well. That bowl, I have some whole milk. Right here I have some seasoned breadcrumbs. Then I have flour back there. And our seasonings for the flour, I have paprika, some salt, black pepper. I'm using complete seasoning. I have some garlic powder and onion powder. And now you can season your food to your, desired taste. This is the seasonings I'm choosing to use. And then I have some apple cider vinegar, which I'm going to combine with the whole milk. And then on the stove right now I have heating up some canola oil, but you can use whatever oil that you feel comfortable with using. Alright, so now we're going to actually get started with seasoning our flour and getting our milk dip ready. Alright, so now the first thing we're going to do is get our milk prepped, and this is going to be used to dip the mushrooms in. So I'm adding to this a teaspoon of this apple cider vinegar. And now what this is going to do is it's going to curl like the consistency of buttermilk. And now, if you wanted to skip this process, you can just go ahead and buy buttermilk, but I just figured buttermilk is very expensive, and then once you use it for a recipe, what are you going to do with the rest of the milk unless you're going to, you have other recipes. I just don't want people to have to waste anything. And so, also, most people have milk and apple cider vinegar already on hand. So this is why I decided to go this route. But as I said, you can choose to go, whatever route that you prefer. And so I'm just going to add just a little drop more. And then I'm going to sit this off to the side and allow it to do its thing. Okay. Alright, so now I'm going to bring in our flour, and I'm going to season it. And so just using the seasonings that I showed you, I'm going to add like a teaspoon pretty much of everything. And although our my breadcrumbs are seasoned, I just still like to just bump it up a little and season the flour. Okay. I forgot I was using salt. I went a little heavy with that. So a little black pepper. Then I'm going to add some paprika now. Okay, get that mixed up. And actually I'm just going to go in and take a little of the salt that I just put in. I got distracted from talking to your family and went a little heavy. I wanted my food to be salty. So now I'm just going to mix. Okay, so there you have it. Alright. So now, as I said, these are the mushrooms that I'm using. They're called oyster mushrooms, and they have a great consistency, texture. It's reminiscent of meat. And so now, as I said, I used a damp paper towel and I just wiped them off. Okay? And so now I have the grease heating up, so once that heats up, we'll get started with frying up our mushrooms. Alright family, so I have the dipping station all prepped. The mushrooms are nice and clean. And so now I just wanted to show you the consistency of our vinegar and our milk. And if you notice, it's a little thicker than it was before. Okay, so this is the consistency that you want. So now we're going to start our dipping process. So we're going to pretty much be double dipping. So now I'm going to take my first mushroom, I'm going to dip it into my milk. Then from there, I'm going to dip it into the flour. Make sure it's covered. Shake off the excess. Then I'm going to dip it back into my milk. And then now, dip it into the breadcrumbs. Okay, so make sure it's nice and coated. So that's how it looks. So I have a tray here sitting off to the side, as you can see, that I'm placing them in. Alright, so I'm going to demonstrate once again. So you want to dip it in the milk, shake off the excess, go into your flour. My phone is going off in the background, I don't know if you can hear it. Shake off the excess flour, dip it back in the milk, and then now into our breadcrumbs. Alright, so I'm going to finish the rest of these off camera, and then I will come back in when we're ready to fry them up. Oh family, I just want to point out the dipping process can get pretty messy, so you may want to have a bowl of water nearby, so in between dipping you can kind of, rinse your fingers off. So I just wanted to add that in. Alright, so now we're going to get started with frying our mushrooms. Alright family, so here are the mushrooms. They're all prepped and coated, and the oil has been going for a few minutes, so it's already heated to its level that I need it to be, which is anywhere from 350 degrees to 375. So now I'm going to one by one add these in here, and you don't want to overcrowd your pan. And so that's what you want. A nice frying. Maybe add one more. Okay, and now these are going to fry for a couple of minutes per side until they're nice and golden brown and crispy. And then off to the side, when I remove these, I have my cooling rack that I'm going to place it on. As you can see how quickly they start to brown. Just going to flip that over. Okay. Right, and just like that, the first batch is done. So you're just going to continue on with the process. Okay, this is how they look. Right? So I'm going to finish the rest of these off camera and then I'll come back in when they're done. Alright, G Squad, so finish frying up our oyster mushrooms and look at that nice golden brown crisp. Let me see if y'all can hear that. Nice and crisp. Okay, very, very flavorful. You can have these with some french fries. You can do it with a salad. You can just eat them like this as an appetizer. But yeah, so there we have it. So, G Squad, thank you so much for stopping in and seeing what your girl is cooking up in the kitchen today. If you try this recipe, I have my email address listed in the comment section. Send me a picture and you know, so I can see what it came out, how it came out. If you never tried this before, again, they're oyster mushrooms. And yeah, so that's gonna be it until I see you the next time. Be well, be safe, I love you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.